Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
Well, the Angels kicked off the homestand with a nice victory last night over the Chicago White Sox. 8-4 the finals. Jared Weaver picked up his 7th win. Tonight, it is game number 2 of this 3-game set as we welcome you inside the Big A and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West. A little different look for you since we had a ceremony honoring Albert Pujols' 500th home run, and the Angels just now taking the field. But interesting pitching matchup. Matt Shoemaker on the hill going up against Chris Sale. He's got great numbers.
He did a good job down there, by the way. Did you mess the mound up for Chris Sale? Because he's got good numbers against the Angels. You mentioned that before. Just 1 earned run in 24 innings. But the reality is, he's going to be a guy that if you could read the baseball out of his hand, you have a chance. Because if you look at the arms, the legs, and everything else, it's going to be difficult. Matt Shoemaker has done a fantastic job in the rotation. All 4 corners of the strike zone, very effective. Change speed, finish off hitters with his split finger fastball to be effective, especially against the lefties tonight.
Let's take a look at Robin Ventura's starting 9 for the White Sox, who find themselves 3.5 back at the start of the day in the American League Central. It's Adam Eaton leading things off in center. Gordon Beckham is second. Connor Gillespie at third. Jose Abreu at first. Adam Dunn, the DH. He homered late last night, and it may have just now landed. Alexi Ramirez is the shortstop. Diane Viciedo, the right fielder. Alejandro De Aza in left, and Tyler Flowers tonight gets a start behind the plate. Very similar looking lineup, just a flip-flop of catchers in that 9th spot. Taking on Matt Shoemaker. His last appearance was a relief appearance. Remember, his spot in the rotation got skipped, so he made a relief appearance in Houston. Didn't go well. Back on track to get the start here tonight, looking for his 4th win.
He's been very good as a starter. Bottom line is he throws a lot of strikes. He will throw the fastball in, but he's going to try to get you away on a slow curveball, a slider, and the keys. Go Dean Smith. Those 4 corners up and down in the strike zone, east and west, and avoid a big inning. That's always the key for Matt. Avoid the big inning by staying down in the strike zone and getting some ground balls.
Defensively for the Angels, behind Shoemaker tonight, you have Josh Hamilton in left, Mike Trout in center. Colin Cowgill gets a start at right. The infield consists of David Freese, Eric Ibar, Howie Kendrick, and Albert Pujols from third to first, with Chris Sinetta behind the plate.
And Cowgill in right field. Nice job, 2 outfield assists. 27 start in right field. Very aggressive. And with the way they swing the bat for Chicago, they'd like to hit the fly ball, so he should be active in right field tonight.
Halos last night striking for 2 runs in the first and never looked back, especially after adding 5 in the 4th inning. Mentioned the White Sox did score late, and that was on the Adam Dunn home run off Ernesto Friere in the 9th. And the Angels, because of that and because of the fact they had just a 6-man bullpen, did make a move today as they optioned down Grant Green and have called up Corey Rasmus. So they're back up to their 7-man bullpen. Just about ready for the first pitch here tonight. Tonight's first pitch is being delivered by the UPS store. Adam Eaton, the center fielder, 247 average with a home run and 15 runs batted in after going 1 for 4 last night. And a walk. Shoemaker's first one is just a little bit outside. Eaton acquired in the offseason deal between the 3 clubs, Angels, White Sox, and the Diamondbacks. Originally a Diamondback. 19th round pick for Arizona. And of Miami of Ohio. Or as they're now calling it, Brohio. At least according to Nick Swisher. There's the 1-1. Check swing, 1 around. And it is 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pretty sure that's the old school my teammate Charlie Liebrandt went to. His
did
son
he?
was drafted yesterday by the Kansas City Royals.
How about
as a matter
that?
of fact. Or no, I'm sorry, the Philadelphia Phillies.
Oh, I knew it was one of your teams.
The fighting's got him.
6th or 7th round. Eaton late on that fastball, rips it foul, and it is a 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, draft just concluded today. Called strike 3 on the inside corner, 1 down.
Like we said, pitching those 4 corners for Matt Shoemaker. Just that 2-seam fastball, running at the hip and then running back and getting the inside corner. Perfect spot at 92. Well, he stayed on top, and then the pronation of the wrist to be able to create that action to come back in the strike zone for Matt Shoemaker.
First one is a strike on Gordon Beckham. Beckham hitting .282, 4 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Hitless last night, although he was hit himself. Actually, 4 hit batters last night in the ball game. Nothing serious, and I believe all 4 on off-speed pitches. Check swing. They wanted a peel. Didn't go. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Take that back. The Beckham one, I think, was a fastball that just kind of ran. Got him on the hand.
Boy, did Weaver have his curveball working last night.
2-1 now. It's 3 balls, 1 strike. And really, when you look at Matt Shoemaker, kind of perhaps the same philosophy that maybe J.R. Weaver had last night against this White Sox team, as Beckham found it straight back. A little firmer fastball.
Yeah, but I still think you just live on that outside part of the plate, utilize a bigger part of the ballpark. They're very good as far as turning on anything in middle in as far as a fastball. Avoid that power zone.
3-2 out to right. Cowgill back a couple of steps. 2 down.
And utilizing that big part of the yard. Very difficult for a hitter, right-hand hitter, to hit the ball out the right field here. Same thing for a lefty to hit the ball out the left. So you make them hit that ball. You might give up a hit here and there the other way, but the reality is you can keep them in the yard. They have great power, pull power.
Connor Gillespie, the third baseman. Looks at a strike. Home plate umpire tonight, it is Phil Cousin, the veteran. Jerry Davis, the crew chief at first. Quinn Walcott at second. Greg Gibson over at third. Phil looks like he wants to call some strikes tonight. This one's ripped out to right field. A 2-out base hit. Cowgill over to cut it off. Does so. He'll hold
Gillespie for a base hit.
Thank you.
That's what your partner's here for. He did a nice job of getting his hands tucked in to hit that high fastball in the inner half of the plate, though, in the right center field. Very good job of getting those hands in.
That Gillespie kid's pretty good.
You're thinking of the coach of UC Irvine.
That's it.
Coach Gillespie.
Oh, man.
UC Irvine's doing well. Super regional.
Yeah.
Last I checked.
A 2-out single brings up Jose Abreu. $17 home runs for Abreu as he cuts through the fastball.
UC Irvine is 1 win away from the College World Series in Omaha.
And they pulled the upset too, right, of Oregon State.
And they were playing, I think they're playing Oklahoma State right now. I think.
But to get to this
there,
point.
yeah. Oregon State was very, very solid this season.
17 home runs, 47 runs batted in for Abreu. Takes a breaking ball in the dirt. Abreu had a double last night, 1 for 4. His 13th double, and that was the one that flared in. It's Grant Green was underneath it, and thought that he heard Cole Calhoun call him off. Ball dropped in for a double. Good offensive ball club. They will hit some home runs. They will score some runs. And he went around, committed to it.
And he was guessing along with a fastball. Again, if you're Matt Shoemaker, you know you're facing a very tough lineup. You're also facing a very tough pitcher tonight. And then granted, you don't hit against them, but you know you have to be next to perfect throughout this game. So you're more apt to be more focused, hitting your spots when you're facing a guy like Chris Sale.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Abreu. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Matt Shoemaker. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Kendrick Trout and Pujols coming up at a scoreless tie. Shoemaker, the top of the first inning, 4 batters, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and we will take a look at Mike Scioscia starting 9 for the Angels. The start of the day, 5.5 back in the West and in second place with a 32-28 record. Howie Kendrick will lead things off playing second base. Mike Trout at center, Albert Pujols at first, David Freese at third, Josh Hamilton at left, C.J. Cron the DH, Eric Ibar the shortstop, Chris Iannetta batting 8th, doing the catching, and Colin Cowgill rounds out that starting 9 as they take on the 25-year-old left-hander native of Lakeland, Florida, by the name of Chris Sale.
And Chris Sale's got a very good fastball. It's 91-96. Very good swing and miss slider. Solid changeup. 5-0 this season. Very good ERA.
Now he takes outside. Kendrick with the day off yesterday, just a kind of a refresher.
And the keys against him, just see that baseball out of the batter's eye. There's a lot of legs, glove, everything going, and wait him out. What I mean by that is don't chase pitches, get that pitch count up, and get to the bullpen of the White Sox if you can.
.50 record, a 1.59 ERA for Sale. He's allowed 19 hits. 45 in the third innings this year. He has been very, very good against the Angels in his brief career.
He will throw across his body, he will throw legs, glove, arms, everything at you. The bottom line is, as a hitter, you try to track a zone where you see the baseball out of his hand. Don't get caught up and look at the leg, at the glove, at the arm. Look for the baseball out of his hand.
Only left-hander in the lineup, Josh Hamilton. That's why Howie's batting in that leadoff spot. Here's a look at the last 4 starts, 25 innings, 4 hits. 2-2 now. Howie swinging a miss on a fastball. 1 away. Defensively for the White Sox, you have De Aza, Eaton, and Viciedo out in the outfield from left to right. The infield consists of Gillespie, Ramirez, Beckham, and Abreu from third to first. Flowers behind the plate.
And the key is really for the defense is Flowers behind the plate. Dealing a lot of times with that slider in the dirt, and Flowers is very good defensively as far as keeping the baseball in front. Big target. Throwing out 27% of would-be base stealers. 20% last year, getting better, improving as far as framing pitches also.
Serving as a mentor to Nieto, who we saw yesterday. Rule 5 selection. Trout at .294 average, 11 home runs, 39 runs batted in. Had a 1-for-4 game yesterday with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. Our Hyundai key to the game tonight is
going with bounce by Iggy Azalea. Every once in a while when you're facing a guy like that, you just got to get some lucky bounces on occasion, force him into pitching out of the stretch, and then come out of his element. Get some breaks against him, score some early runs, and then get to the bullpen.
As you can see, Sale does not waste any time whatsoever on the mound. Gets it and goes. 2-1 pitch. This is fouled off to the right. Evens up the count at 2-2.
The one thing you notice with Sale, though, he's a high energy guy, so if you can frustrate him, whether it's stepping out of the batter's box or bunting on him, whatever it takes to frustrate him, that's going to be the key here tonight also.
It's fouled off to the right again. Mentioned those good numbers against the Angels. 5 games, 3 starts, 3-0 record, and a 0.38 ERA. It's 24 innings under his belt, 9 hits, 28 strikeouts, and 5 walks against the Halos. So the Angels are due. Full count.
Well, there's no question. I've seen some pitches early on already. 11 pitches thrown, 6 strikes, 5 out of the strike zone. And they'll always be cautious as far as a pitch count with Chris Sale.
That is ball 4, and he walked him. Didn't we call a game recently that a pitcher had very few walks on the season, and the Angels drew like 4 or 5 walks? Why does that stand out?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, patience. I mean, Chris Sale generally doesn't walk a lot of batters. And again, Robin Ventura, manager for this White Sox club, is going to always try to be a guy that's going to make sure when the pitch counts gets up for Chris Sale, they're going to go to the bullpen. He's their future. He's the ace of their staff, but he's also a relatively thin guy that puts a lot of pressure on his throwing arm.
Albert swings the first one and tops it foul. Albert honored before the game by the Angels. It's the gift that the Angels put together, and those baseballs have the name of all the members of the 500 home run club. Shadow box crafted by Picture This.
It was a nice present that Albert Pujols received.
One out walk. Trout standing at first base, and Sale will check in on him.
And most lefties you don't think to try to go against Chris Sale. He does have 10 career pickoffs, but last season base stealers were successful. 19 of 21 attempts so far this year. It's 1 of 2, but you can steal against him when you guess right.
Off speed pitch. No balls, 2 strikes.
He's using that changeup more and more. He does have that swing and miss slider and good velocity, but he's using his changeup a lot more.
That pitcher I was talking about, Jason Vargas. That was the Sunday game. He had come into the ballgame with 16 walks in 50-plus innings. Ended up walking 5 that day. Slightly different pitcher. Down and away, 1 and 2.
Yeah, a little bit different velocity. Jason Vargas, compact delivery. Almost a left-handed version of Jared Weaver as far as a thin, tall pitcher thrown across his body. Great deception.
Throw to first. Mentioned Trout picked up a stolen base last night, his 6th of the year, 36th of the season for the team. 15 pitches thrown by Sale so far. Albert last night had 1 hit, and it was in the 8th. His 15th home run, a solo shot. Chopper to third. Gillespie bobbles it. Pujols hustles down the line, and he will reach on the error.
You say about that lucky bounce?
Yeah. Gillespie with his 5th error of the season, the 49th for the White Sox.
Yeah, they certainly haven't been feeling the baseball consistently this season. It's hurt them, especially with their pitching staff they have. This had the potential right off the get-go, off the bat, of being a 5-4-3 double play. Instead, it's first and second with 1 out, and David Freese at the plate.
So here's David Freese batting in that 4th spot. Hamilton in the 5-hole tonight. The only lefty in the lineup for Mike Scioscia. David looks at his strike. 231 average for Freese. A couple of home runs, 15 runs batted in. Just have to go in 1 for 4 last night. David now with a 5-game hitting streak. Trout at second, Pujols at first. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Angels last night 4 for 8 with men in scoring position. That's gotten a little bit better, I should say, of late. Raised the team average to 249. Way inside. Slider. 2 balls, a strike.
I don't know how David Freese got out of the way of that one. That was bearing really with the back foot of David Freese. Hard sweeping slider.
Ground ball to short. Ramirez needs backup for 1. The relay back to first, and it's an inning-ending double play. So the Angels get a couple of men on, unable to do anything with them. 1 complete here at the big game. We're scoreless.
second. Coming up later in the game, we'll check out the American League scoreboard on the Cardinals Jr. Sports Update. Minnesota Twins adding a big bat to their lineup. He swung the bats well today versus the Astros. But we'll tell you the score later on.
Matt Shoemaker, a couple of strikeouts in the first, facing Adam Dunn, who lead off the second inning, delivers a strike. Dunn, the DH, hitting .234, hit his 10th home run last night, a 2-run shot. One ball, one strike. Breaking ball. That caught the outside corner.
Wonderful throw him a split finger fastball. The changeup was effective against him last night from Weaver.
Went upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Home run that Dunn hit last night is 450th of his career. Full count now. That puts Dunn 36th all time. Next up, Yaz. Carly Yastrzemski.
Triple Crown winner.
452. Swing and a miss. Got him on a 3-2 off speed. Down goes Dunn. That's a 3rd strikeout for Shoemaker.
That good split finger fastball from Shoemaker. Great location. On top of it, bottom drops out in the dirt for the swing and miss.
So 1 out, nobody on, and Alexi Ramirez at the plate. The shortstop, a .321 batting average as he swings the first one and fouls it back. 2 for 5 game last night. Both teams with 11 hits last night. Chicago had a boatload of base runners and could not cash them in. Just 2 for 12 of men in scoring position as they stranded 12. The bases loaded twice. Oh, 2. Breaking ball down and away.
Try to get him to chase that hard slider. With Abreu with his slider in the first inning.
Is that off speed again? Two balls and 2 strikes. Matt threw 17 pitches in that first inning, picked up a couple of strikeouts. He picks up his 2nd strikeout of the second. And 4th in the game. Hey folks, on a Wednesday, the Angels will take on the Oakland Athletics. That'll be the final game of that series. At the 7:05 start, fans in attendance will receive an Angels tote bag courtesy of MLB Network. Purchase your tickets at the Angels Stadium ticket office or by logging on at angels.com.
That'll come in handy when we go on the road the next day to Atlanta.
Good place to pack your Speedo.
Yep. So nice
SPF 52.
Be nice and warm down in Atlanta.
No. Never.
So you're trying to say we don't have to bring our jacket down there?
No. Yeah. That's a good thing. Although it's still early June, so we might just get lucky.
Yeah, I saw it's about 90 or 91. That's freezing down there at this point of the year.
We kind of got lucky in Houston too. Actually, the 2 trips we've had so far have been very
Houston
mild.
was very nice.
I mean, I shouldn't say mild. It was in the 90s, but not like Houston like.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch of Viciedo. Little number back to the mound. The underhand flip perfected by the Angels pitching staff. And we'll head to the bottom of the second with no score. No score. Josh Hamilton to lead things off. Coming up later in the game, we'll bring you the AT&T fan photo of the game. Tweet us your photo using hashtag WestFanPhoto. It could be shown in an upcoming broadcast. Josh Hamilton stepping into the batter's box against Chris Sale. And the slider is in for a strike. Hamilton, .357 average after going 2 for 4 last night. An RBI double and a single. Tough task here as Chris Sale has yet to allow a hit to a left-handed batter this year. No balls, 2 strikes.
Hamilton just 1 for 11 in his career versus Sale. Chris Sale has only allowed 3 career home runs to left-handed batters, 2 being from Brendan Bosch.
Really? And lefties this year 0 for 32. And 0 for 33. Hamilton goes down for the first out. Second strikeout for Sale.
Number 20,
What a tough angle for a left-handed batter. Not seeing the baseball at all till the last second, and that sharp break on the slider. Even though he didn't hit the outside part, the play was on the inner half, it was still sharp enough and down out of the strike zone to get a swing and miss. Amazing numbers against left-handed batters. 0 for 33 now this season, 189 career-wise with his 3 home runs. Travis Hafner with the other home run besides Brendan Bosch with 2.
TJ Crow looks at a strike. DH tonight, hitting .299, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. A 1 for 4 game last night, 2 RBI double. A slider in there. And 0-2. Congratulations to the Crone family once again. His brother Kevin out of TCU, drafted in the 14th round by the Arizona Diamondbacks. CJ's dad, Chris, the hitting coordinator for the Diamondbacks.
Former big leaguer. A lot of talent in that family.
Oh, 2. Swing and a miss. High fastball. 2 down. So Eric Ibar will step to the plate now with the bases cleared.
High target set and delivered, and a swing and miss. Very difficult to catch up upstairs.
Tail coming off a complete game win against the Padres. 100 pitches, 1 run, 2 hits. Ibar pops this one up. First base side, Abreu and Flowers, and Tyler Flowers makes the catch as the Angels go down in order. 2 complete, still scoreless.
Top of the 3rd. Let's take a look at our Coors Timeless Moment. Speaking of the draft, back in 1986, Bo Jackson was drafted in the 4th round by the Kansas City Royals. He was also drafted first overall by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Remember that day very well when Bo made his debut coming into Oakland Stadium there. And we kicked him a football, and Brett Saberhagen and I, being the pranksters that we were, we tackled him. We were thinking, well, we got the Heisman Trophy winner. Tackle him. Next thing you know, we're both picked up in the air, feet dangling, and after that we were referring him to Mr. Jackson after that. Strong human being.
Mr. Jackson, if you're nasty.
Yes. We thought we were doing pretty good tackling the Heisman Trophy winner. But it was a bad decision on our part. He put us right in our place.
Heard a rumor that the Royals were considering drafting Johnny Manziel.
He got drafted.
Did he?
Yes.
Who ended up taking him?
I'm trying to think who. We definitely got drafted. The Padres. San Diego Padres drafted him.
That way he can go to spring training and give a motivational speech.
Yes.
It's all the rage now.
Yes.
2-1. Piazza shoots one down the left field line, slicing out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 8, 9, and 1 for the Sox. Piazza, Flowers, and Eden. Alejandro, the left fielder, hitting 184. A 1-for-2 game last night. Homered off Weaver in the 3rd inning. Walk grounded out, was also hit by a pitch. That was Joe Smith, who actually hit back-to-back hitters. Piazza's was on a 3-2 slider. Inside, full count. 3rd full count for Shoemaker, who's picked up 4 strikeouts and allowed 1 hit. This one out to the alley, left center field. That's going to split the outfield and go to the wall. Piazza, good speed on his way to second. He will stop right there, and it's a leadoff double, his 6th of the year.
Yeah, right off the bat, when a left-handed batter hits the ball like that, it's going to split that alley very easily as it runs away from Mike Trout and his speed in center. Tried to go that 2-seam fastball, but it stayed down. A nice piece of hitting by Piazza, just going down and not trying to do too much with that pitch. Hits in left center field for a double, his 6th in the season.
So the leadoff man on board for the first time. Here's Tyler Flowers, the catcher.
You wonder if he'll be asked to square around and bunt here. It
has not happened for him as of yet, or at least has not executed one yet this year. He's playing back at 3rd. Takes us. No. Looked like Phil Cuzzy was kind of taking that step back to ring it up. That's 1 ball, no strikes.
The way he stood up, it looked like he was going to call it a strike, but it looked like it just was off the outside corner.
Flowers last year, a 195 average in 84 games for the Sox. He swings through that one. Some pop in his bat, 10 home runs last year. Georgia native was a Braves selection back in 05, 33rd round. Picked up in the Javi Vasquez deal along with Boone Logan. 1-1 pitch, shows bunt. Wants it on the 3rd base side. It's barehanded, his only place to first, and Pujols has it for the outside.
That's a good play by Shoemaker. Yep. Freeze not anticipating the bunt. Shoemaker got off the mound very quickly, using the barehand and then throw across the diamond. High pitch, too. Fielded it well. Throws over to Pujols to get the out. Forcing the infield in. Reason why you're seeing the infield in is because who's on the mound for the White Sox tonight. Can't afford to give up a run early. Most times you're going to see the infield back. You'll give up that run. But not with Chris Sale on the mound for the White Sox tonight.
Eaton shoots one down the left field line, but foul. 0-1 count. The White Sox center fielder struck out looking in the first. Outfield pretty much straight up for Eaton at the plate. Very good speed. Diaz with a leadoff double, sacrificed over to third. 0-1 pitch. Dribbler foul. Robin Venturina's third season. Rough one last year, 63-99. Seller in the Central.
First year very successful until that last month of the season, which the team didn't play real good baseball. They had to lead in that division, but it fell apart for them.
Yeah, finalist for manager of the year that year. In the dirt. Nice block by Adam. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 hits for the White Sox, none for the Angels. Shoemaker coming off a 1-2-3 second inning. Let's go ahead and back him on deck. This one's ripped to right, base hit, and the White Sox will take a 1-0 lead as Eaton picks up his 16th run batted in. Just went down and got it.
It wasn't a bad pitch, but because it was down on the inner half of the plate against the guy swinging from the left side, it goes into a spot where he can make good contact. Stop the head of the bat. He hits it in the right field for a base hit, RBI. Now a potential stolen base threat at first base.
5 stolen bases for Eaton. He's also been caught 5 times. His backup steps in. 0 for 1. Hit a fly ball to right field in the first. So tonight the White Sox strike first. 3rd inning run. Halos with the win last night, 16-13 now here at home. Won 8 of the last 11 games here at the Big A. Check swing foul.
Quick pitch from Shoemaker. Robin Ventura will put on a hit and run on occasion, especially with Beckham. He handled the bat well. With Eaton at first base, who can run well.
The throw over, boy, what almost a nice dig by Pujols. Ball went off his glove. Eaton will round second and stay right there. An error on Shoemaker. And Albert almost came up with it.
Quick throw, low throw off the grass. Almost able to get it. It's off the end of the glove. First early of the season for Matt Shoemaker.
It's a man in scoring position, and now an 0-1 count on Beckham. Beckham, former first-round pick, 8th overall selection at Georgia. Takes outside. Rookie year was 09, got called up. Did a great job for his 5th that year in the Rookie of the Year voting. And it was interesting for him because he had to learn to play third base on the fly. Really nice job over there. Middle infielder by trade. Two balls, 1 strike. So a different approach now by White Sox hitters since now 2nd time through the order.
And they never faced Matt Shoemaker before.
Two 1. Fouled back.
Beckham on that fastball, fouled it straight back.
Seen a couple of those tonight. I think Matt would benefit throwing a little slow breaking ball up there, kind of like Weaver did.
Yeah, you're going to have to do that at some point just to throw the timing off.
2-2 out to center. That'll fall in for a hit and will bring in a run. It's 2-0 Chicago. Beckham stops at first base. RBI single for Beckett, 12th RBI.
It looked like this was going to try to be a split finger fastball that stayed elevated enough for Beckham to hit it towards the end of the bat. Didn't quite get down off the end of the bat, but good enough part of the bat to be able to fight that into center field for another RBI single in this inning for Chicago.
Visit to the mound by Mike Butcher. Mentioned that outing by Matt on the third against Houston. One inning gave up 2 runs, a couple of home runs, 2 strikeouts and a walk through 36 pitches in that inning. The lone victory for the Angels on Wednesday night at Minute Maid Park. Gillespie had a base hit in the first. It's 1 for 1. 4 hits now for Chicago. Came in batting .255 as a team. Same as the Angels. Break the ball low. And there are seems like they're tracking quite a few pitches now.
Yeah, they're looking in the zone. They feel they can make an adjustment even on a fastball from Matt. Again, get back to that 4 corners of the strike zone mentality. Avoid the middle of the plate.
Two and 0. White Sox out on the road this year, a 14-17 record. It's reversed at home, 17-14. The 500 mark. Chopper towards second. Howie tried to play the short hop. And gets the out at first base. It's the second out here to third.
He was looking to try at the very least to get the lead runner at second base. He recovered well enough. They'll get Gillespie on a 4-3. As he's trying to turn around and throw the ball to second base to get the force out. And we'll squeeze that into the glove, but still recovered in time to get it out.
So 2 outs and a man standing at second base. That's Beckham. Here's Abreu, the first baseman. Strikeout victim in the first. Ron Kittle back in 1983, the rookie record holder for home runs for the White Sox.
And that was a big, strong man there, Ron Kittle.
Still is. You see him on occasion at U.S.
You always try to avoid. You go to fist pump with him. You try to avoid the handshake.
Yeah. Him and Ray Fosse.
Yes.
You don't want a handshake with Ray Fosse.
No.
It's an angry handshake.
Yes, it is.
Big lead for Beckham, man. Second. Here's the 0-1, and Abreu holds up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fosse's got those hands that just. It's like the abyss.
Yes.
You go in for the handshake, and there goes your hand. You
yeah,
see it
it's almost like he uses this. We need a glove when he caught.
I just waved to him now.
Yeah. Hey, Ray.
He puts a hand on him. I just, hey, how are you? I just, my hands are dirty.
Yeah.
Make up excuses.
We get to see him in a couple days.
Yeah. 2-0 White Sox here in the third. White Sox fans down the first baseline getting their White Sox, let's go White Sox chant going. This one pulled foul. There's 1-2. Vocal during the Albert Pujols ceremony when they showed Jim Thome's picture, Frank Thomas's picture up there. As well they should.
Yes.
Thome, Illinois native.
Frank Thomas is going to be opening up a restaurant in the Chicago area coming up soon.
The Big Hurt?
Yes.
that what he's going to call it?
I forget what he said. Yeah, might as well. 1-2. If you went to a restaurant called the Big Hurt, though.
2 balls, 2 strikes. No, the food's so good, you got to eat so much of it, and then it hurts later on. It's the
there
Big
you
Hurt.
go. 25 pitches thrown this inning for Matt.
Swing and a miss. Got Abreu again. White Sox strike for 2 runs on 3 hits. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. 2-0 Chicago. Your next card, CarMax by AT&T U-verse TV. Rethink possible. By Jack in the Box and the new Blazing Chicken Sandwich, and by Hyundai. Visit buyhyundai.com today. Halos play from behind now. It's 2-0 Chicago at the bottom of the 3rd. 8-9-1 for the Halos. Ionetta, Cowgill, and Kendrick. 3 hits allowed by Shoemaker in that 3rd inning. 1 run earned, 1 unearned because of his throwing error at first base. Ionetta swinging first pitch. Skies went out to shallow right. Back of the second baseman, backpedaling out. The last 2 batters, Sale has retired on just 2 pitches. Ibar with a pop-up. Same for Ionetta here to start this 3rd.
Yeah, it's one of those tough decisions as a hitter. You're assuming you're going to get a first pitch fastball. That may be your best opportunity to make good contact. But you're also in mindset you want to work counts and get to the bullpen at some point for Chicago, because you don't want to let Chris Sale get on a roll like he's starting to get on to now.
Angels had a couple of men on in the 1st inning on a walk in the error by Gillespie. And David Freese with 1 out rolled into the inning-ending double play. Colin Cowgill getting to start in right field tonight. Left to Sale on the mound. Colin will look at his strike. 287 average, 4 home runs, 14 runs batted in.
I still feel that you make Chris Sale feel this position. It's like facing Randy Johnson. Very similar. Great deception, good fastball, but that great swing and miss slider that they both possess. I think you make him feel this position.
One and 2. As Cowgill came to the plate to sign down the 3rd base line. How about that?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And Colin goes down swinging.
Changeup. So more and more changeup. Chris Sale to take a little bit of pressure off his arm. That slider taxes the elbow and shoulder. Changeup a little less as far as that, but it's a plus pitch for him also.
Top of the order, and Howie Kendrick. Breaking ball for a strike. Howie went down swinging in the first. Chopper toward the middle. Ramirez to his left. Little spin move. Good throwing arm, and the Angels once again go down in order. We've played 3 here at the Big A. Chicago on top, 2-0. Fourth inning. Hey folks, now is the perfect time to reserve a suite rental during the summer. Suites offer 12 to 36 guests the opportunity to enjoy the game in an intimate and luxurious atmosphere. Suite rentals offer all-inclusive food and non-alcoholic beverage options. To reserve your suite today, call 888-796-HALO or log on at angels.com/suites. We can rent out the booth, can't we?
Yeah.
Have people hanging out here.
Be perfect.
That would be too distracting.
We got Norm here normally anyhow, so.
I mean, you talk about distractions. Dunn, Ramirez, and Vicieda for the White Sox here in the fourth. Dunn, a strikeout victim. Leading off the second. He's 0 for 1, but ahead of the count.
Well, that's a lot of strikeouts for Adam Dunn. 450 home runs, though.
Let's see, Hall of Famer, soon to be Hall of Famer, probably won't get in the Hall of Fame, and Adam Dunn. 3 balls and a strike.
Out of power, yeah. And those guys.
(3-1). Dunn shoots one out to left. Hamilton is there. 1 out. The home run he hit last night, gargantuan. Both in height and distance.
And it was a pretty free and easy swing, and that's what he had. His power is amazing. And yes, he will strike out, but he'll also walk a ton. Well, it wasn't that long ago, a few years ago, there was some heavy rumors that he was going to be traded to the Angels there for a while. Provide some power.
Alexi Ramirez, a strikeout victim in the second. This one's ripped foul. Hamilton will toss it into the trout farm. Just hand it off. Picked out the left-hand throwing kid down there. Here you go, lefty. Awesome.
Big smile.
Ground ball to the left side. That's sneaking through for a base hit. A seeing eye single off the bat of Alexi Ramirez. 5th hit for the White Sox.
Ramirez 12 stolen bases in 15 attempts.
Viciedo at the plate. The right fielder. A little bouncer back to the mound on an off-speed pitch. First time up.
And Ramirez looks like he's trying to get comfortable in his lead to go. Let's see him go first or second pitch.
Downstairs. 67 pitches thrown by Matt. 39 of it strikes. But if he can stay in this general area right here, the 2-run zone, soak up some innings. Ramirez takes off. Viciedo skies one out the left center. Looks like it's playable for Hamilton and Trout. Trout can't see the baseball. Hamilton was tracking it the whole way.
That ball almost ended up being in center field by the end. That ball carried out there.
Yeah, Mike was throwing the hands up in the air, but still running to a general area, trying to find it.
Well, he's like, I have no idea. He's trying to hope and pray that Hamilton would be in the vicinity. Hamilton did not give up on the ball. There was credit. And tracked that one down.
So 2 outs. Ramirez at first. And here's De Aza, who led off the third with a double to the alley in left center field. Eventually scored the first White Sox run. The 6th double. Pitch out. Nothing's happened. You a fan of that? First pitch.
Now you put Diaz in a pretty good hitter's count. And Mike Scioscia is not afraid to go back-to-back pitch outs. And there's no doubt after that one, Ramirez probably going.
Two and 0.
See, a lot of times you'll see with even Mike Scioscia does this often. You'll hope that your pitcher gets ahead of the count 0-1, then that is the perfect time to put a pitch out on, because that worst case scenario, you're already even up on the count at 1-1. But now you have to put a pitch out and a ball at his own 2-0 count.
Three 0. Down's the 8th place hitter. Flowers on deck. Catch it. That is pulled down the first base line. Having broken his bat, and he did. Alejandro De Aza hitting 184 coming into tonight. Hacking 3-0.
The confidence from your manager. He could swing his first at bat, double in left center field.
Yeah.
I like that. When your manager has a confidence in you, he knows what you've done in the past. Yes, you've struggled batting average wise this season. It goes a long way when you have the trust of your manager.
Career high 17 home runs last year. Same with the RBIs, 62. White Sox with 2 runs in the third on 3 hits. 2-0 lead. Still looking for that first hit. They have 2 base runners via walk and an error. Halos in the bottom of the 4th. We'll have 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Trout, Pujols, and Freeze. This one's out toward right center field. Long run for Cowgill. Nobody's going to get there. Ramirez around third. He'll come in to score easily, and it's 3-0 White Sox. A 2-out double by Alejandro De Aza.
And that's exactly why your manager's showing confidence in you. Come through for him. After being out in front, breaking your bat on a 3-0 pitch, you come through here. Something off speed, outside part of the plate, and you drive at the right center field for an RBI double. Second double of the game.
Aren't you doing him a favor by throwing something off speed, especially in the hitter's count?
Definitely.
The struggles that he's had this year.
It allowed him to track it a little bit longer than trying to gear up for a fastball.
So 3-0 Sox now. And here's Flowers, who had a sacrifice bunt in the third, his first of the year. Takes a strike. Flowers, his second of his Major League career. Sacrifice hit that. No balls, 2 strikes. I think with Matt, it's almost imperative that he gets ahead of the count so that he can go to the other pitches in the arsenal.
Yeah, because he can expand the strike zone, go out of the strike zone, but when he's forced to be in that middle part of the plate, that's when he becomes more hittable. He's done a very good job starting for the Angels. Most of the time when he's successful, he's ahead of the count.
Ground ball over to third. Freeze has it. And that'll be the third out of the inning. But the Sox tack on a run on a couple of hits. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Trout going to lead things off with the Angels down 3-0.
Here 3-0 bottom of the fourth with Mike Trout leading off. Check out the tools of the trade presented by Ram Trucks. The reason why Chris Sale is so difficult to track and hit. This deception, hiding the baseball, the glove, the arm, the leg, and then that nasty tight slider. A swing and miss from Josh Hamilton. You don't see that ball till the end, and that tight rotation to the seams on the slider makes him so effective.
Trout, Pujols, and Freeze against Chris Sale. Has 4 strikeouts and 1 walk. Not allowed to hit yet. 35 pitches. Trout drew a walk in the first. Going with the off-speed pitch. It's no balls and a strike. Back to back. 0-2. Sale's got it working here in the early going.
5th time in this game. Been ahead of the count 0-2. We saw that a lot from Garrett Richards, his last start.
Eaton, the center fielder, plays a shallow center. Initiating Trout the opposite way, right center field. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Game winner a season ago, made 30 starts for the Sox. 11-14. ERA just north of 3. Trout fouls this one back. Off the plate, full count.
They had a couple fastballs. Try to change up away.
Coming back inside, 3-2. This one's out towards center field. Eaton's not going to catch up to that one. Or is he? He does. Boy, what a jump and closing speed by Adam Eaton. 1 down.
Well, you can't hit a baseball any harder than that if you're Mike Trout and you're thinking double, possibly triple. Adam Eaton falls down, and the jump he had right away, running back to his zone, and then tracks it down and runs it by the wall and makes a play. But it's all about that first step off the bat, read it well, and then ran to an area and tracked it down.
And dropped it into 6th gear, man. That is some serious speed right there to close down.
He's a fantastic center fielder.
Wow.
High energy guy. Will go through the wall. He'll head first slide.
Oh, 2 count on Albert. Reach on the error by Gillespie in the first inning. This one's grounded short. 2 down. So it'll bring up Freeze, who grounded into that double play ball in the first inning.
Boy, did Trout hit that ball hard. Good part of the bat on, a fastball down. But what a read by Eaton in center.
Freeze a little bit late on the fastball. Foul back. 0-2. Oh, those fastballs, sliders, changeup, changing eye level. Seen it all so far from Chris Sale.
Very comfortable. Then you got to try to get him out of his comfort zone if you can. Again, make him feel his position. Guy gets on a roll like this, you have to make him uncomfortable.
Bouncer toward the middle, Ramirez to his left. And the Angels go down in order. 4 complete here at the Big A. It is 3-0 Chicago. Fiat 500L. Visit fiatusa.com. By Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better. Call 1-855-WANT-TWC. For the new 2014 Camry at your Toyota dealer today, we make it easy. And by AT&T, mobilizing your world. Matt Shoemaker back to work. They'll be facing 1, 2, and 3 here in the fifth for the Sox with a 3-0 lead. White Sox with 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. Eaton, the center fielder, 1 for 2, and a base hit with an RBI and a run scored in the third inning.
Let's take a look at our AT&T Universe Rewind. Trout thinking he has at least a double, if not a triple, but tracked that one down. Can't hit the ball any harder, but it was the play of Eaton in center field in that first step. And great read prevented that from happening.
Shoemaker about to throw his 80th pitch of the night. 3-1. Shows bunt. Shoemaker off the mound. Barehanded. Nope. Unable to get to him. A bunt base hit for Eaton.
Boy, look what Matt did on that one. He got kind of crossed up on his footwork. He tried to barehand it, but he didn't get himself in good position. Again, getting underneath the baseball. We talk so often when it comes to fielding that ball on the ground like that. You push that ball into the grass with your hand and then get up in that throwing motion. Very difficult to get underneath that baseball and throw all in one motion as a pitcher.
Gordon Beckett, the second baseman, a 1 for 2 night. RBI singled in the third. That's a strike. Nice take by Anetta.
Again, this is what you're supposed to do as a pitcher. When you see this bunt being put down and you go in to field that, you have to try to push the ball right into the ground with your hand. What Matt tried to do is get underneath the ball, and that way any kind of a funny hop, it's going to stay underneath. But if you push it down into the grass, you can still be in position to throw him out at first.
Eaton with a short lead over at first base. Beckham shoots this one down the right field line, but this one's out of play. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Not a bad crowd for a Saturday night. Pleasant night. Starting this game an hour later. Usually a 6:05 start here. The fireworks spectacular after the game. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball towards short. Should be 2. Eyeball to Kendrick on the first and got him. Eaton went in hard and upended Howie Kendrick 2 down.
Good turn. Howie stayed in there real well. Eaton, you saw what he did in center field. He plays the game the old-fashioned way. He tried to do everything he could to prevent the double play from being turned. A late hard slide. Took out Howie well, but Howie still had enough on the throw to prevent that from happening. 6-4-3 double play, but what a takeout from Eaton. He's still able to get to the base, so it's definitely a legal slide, but a hard slide from Eaton.
Yep. The key word in all of that, late slide. In order to disrupt the guy turning that double play.
Yeah, so often you see a guy slide in, but it's well in front of the runner. You can get out of the way easily there, but that was a late hard slide. Almost prevented that from being turned.
A good thing for Howie in this case, or any second baseman, is that You get rid of the baseball and have that weight going forward so that your legs do come back and out of the way. As Gillespie shoots one into right field, and that is going to get down for a hit. Calgill cuts it off, but Gillespie's on his way to second with a 2-out double. Another 2-out hit allowed by Shoemaker.
Well, one of those plays, too, as a right fielder in Calgill, you have to trust your ability to get to that ball, because if it gets by you in that corner, that could be deep trouble. Gillespie right down the line. He cuts it off. A lot of times you'll see a right fielder play it off to carry him off the wall. But if that ball gets by Calgill, that's trouble. It's at least a triple.
Yeah.
Just aggressive play by Calgill to cut it off, though.
All right, well, now he's got to deal with Jose Abreu. He struck him out twice tonight, trying to keep this a 3-0 deficit. And that's the pitch that's gotten Abreu twice tonight. Abreu now with 4 strikeouts in the series. Down and away. A 1-ball, 1-strike count. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, 3 left on for the Sox. No runs. Rangers have yet to get a hit tonight against Chris Sale. 1 error and 1 man left on base. They did have an opportunity in the first inning with a walk and an error. Runners at first and second and 1 out, but Sale got a double play ball. Shoemaker sailed through the first 2 innings. Allowed the 2 runs in the third, 1 last inning. 1 and 2.
Well, you got to stay there the rest of the night. Don't even try to sneak a fastball by him.
Especially when you look at body language, the way Abreu's backing out of the plate, he's almost getting frustrated.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was a word I was using. He's frustrated right now. So he's more around to chase even more so. See the logic somewhat behind that, but now because you threw that fastball out of the strike zone, Abreu's definitely looking breaking ball now. I think you just try to finish him off as quick as possible, especially when you see a hitter shaking his head and he's frustrated.
Two. Swing and a miss. Iannetta will apply the tag, and it's a 3rd strikeout of the night for Abreu. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 Chicago. as we begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Hamilton, Crone, and Ibar for the Angels here in the 5th against Chris Sale. Has 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and the Angels have yet to get a base hit. They've had 2 base runners. Hamilton went down swinging in the 2nd inning. In the hole here at 0-1.
Looked like he threw him a changeup first pitch.
Huge foul.
So Hamilton had a tough time against lefties last year. He had 201. For his career, though, a 280 hitter against left-handed pitching, and he's 3 for 10 coming into the game this season. The tough lefty here.
That is looped out to shallow right field. Viciato can't get there. First hit allowed by Chris Sale, not only tonight, but to a left-handed batter all season long.
And you got a hanging breaking ball, Josh Hamilton. Didn't necessarily square it up, but still was able to get a base hit in the right field. Wanted that slider down and away, but it was too much of the strike zone. And Josh gets the first hit. Full out in front, was able to keep his hands back long enough to get a base hit.
He started the season 0 for 34 against lefties. Crone takes a strike. CJ struck out swing on a high fastball in the 2nd. Counting it up at 1 ball, 1 strike. This one's out toward left. Just off the end of the bat. Piazza makes the catch. 1 away. Bring up Eric Eyeball.
And let's check the out-of-town scoreboard in the National League. Chicago Cubs beat the Miami Marlins 5-2. Milwaukee keeps Pittsburgh from getting closer to that 500 mark. Colorado in extra innings beats the Dodgers. Yasiel Puig had to lead that game early for the Dodgers. The Mets leading San Francisco, who's been playing fantastic baseball this year, 3-0. 1-1 in Arizona, Atlanta. San Diego with a lead over Washington, 2-0 in the 7th.
Eric Eybar saw 1 pitch the first time up. Popped out to Tyler Flowers. What's to the strike? Base hit by Hamilton. Just the 4th hit allowed by Chris Sale over his last 22 innings. Oh, 2.
Another 0-2 count. Boy, 15 of 16 first pitch strikes for Sale. 9 times he's gone in the game 0-2 against Angel hitters.
Ground ball toward short, backhanded by Ramirez. Fires to Beckham for 1. The relay back to first. Second double play turned by the White Sox. The Angels' 5th comes to an end. We'll head to the 6th. It's still 3-0 Chicago. Angels baseball is brought to you by the UPS Store, your one-stop shop for your small business needs, and by Mercury Insurance. Get a fast free quote at mercuryinsurance.com to see how much you can save. Chicago on top by the score of 3-0 as we begin the top of the 6th inning. Dunn, Ramirez, and Viciedo to face Matt Shoemaker. 6 strikeouts, no walks, 8 hits allowed. 3 runs, 2 earned. Dunn takes a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. White Sox DH is 0 for 2. A strikeout in the 2nd inning and a fly ball out to right field in the 4th. So that fly ball was out to left. They have it. Ground ball foul. 2 balls and a strike. The Angels are thinking about starting some action in the bullpen. Don't want to get anybody going till or if Shoemaker gets in a little bit of trouble. More catch. That is out to center. Towering shot, chasing Trout back to the wall, and that is gone. Leadoff home run for Adam Dunn makes it 4-0 White Sox.
Well, we said he's got great power at right field, but he get the ball to center, to left center field as well as any power hitter.
11th of the year, picks up his 28th run batted in. And that's going to be it for Shoemaker. After giving up the leadoff jack here in the 6th.
It fell behind in the count. Dunn able to get his arms extended, use the barrel of the bat, and out to center field for a home run. 11th, 2nd of the series.
So 5 innings plus a batter, and Matt Shoemaker is done. A pitching change with the Angels down 4-0. Able to get out of the 6th inning, face 1 batter, Adam Dunn with a home run to center field. So it's Michael Morin coming into this ball game with Noble to Yacht to face Alexi Ramirez. Morin has done a nice job since being called up to the big leagues. 0-1 record of 1.13 ERA. This will be his 16th game.
16 innings, hits, 13 strikeouts. That plus changeup he has, both of the right-handed batters and the left-handed batters. Fastball, 90-94 range, and good slider.
Alexi Ramirez 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a run scored in the 4th. 1 ball, no strikes. Moore did not pitch last night. Last pitched on Thursday against Houston. 1 inning, allowed a hit and 2 strikeouts plus a walk. Falls behind here. 2 balls and no strikes. Congrats to the Kings. Double overtime victory over the Rangers. They're taking 2 games to none lead in the Stanley Cup final.
The captain, Dustin Brown.
It's been incredible.
It's their 5th come from behind victory.
It's the first team to overcome a 2-goal deficit to win 3 consecutive playoff games. 3 balls and 1 strike. And now it heads to New York.
Tough environment there at Madison Square Garden.
3-1 to Ramirez. That's a strike on the corner. Full count. Alexi didn't think that was a strike. Gabe started as if Phil Cousin wanted to call some strikes, but Matt started to miss the zone a little bit. Got into some trouble, some hitters counts. Moore issues a walk to the first batter he faces to start the 6th inning after the home run.
Yeah, try to throw a change-up 3-2 off the plate. Kind of an odd game for Matty, and 6 punch-outs, no walks. But whenever he fell behind in the count, White Sox hitters made him pay for it.
Yeah. Diane Viciedo, the right fielder. Bouncer back to the mound, a fly ball to center. He's 0 for 2. Fouls this one straight back and off the mask of Phil Cousin. Phil's been around a long time.
Right off the mask of Phil Cousin.
How you doing, Phil?
Super slow-mo look from Phil.
Yeah. 15 years in the big leagues. Jersey native. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ramirez short lead at first. Check swing. Didn't go. 2-1 now. Michael falling behind on Ramirez, eventually walking him, and now hitters count on Viciedo. This is a team that you can't do that against. I mean, you look like back to last night, 11 hits. They had plenty of base runners. They just didn't get the knock when they needed it. Tonight they are. Fouled off to the right.
And they take some big hacks on their head of counts. They will run into their occasional double play ball. Viciedo's grounded in a 9 so far this year. The reality is when they can look for a zone on the plate, they're a very difficult offense to get out.
At times can be an all or nothing type offense, but still dangerous. 2-2 pitch. That's inside. Full count. See if Ramirez takes off here. He doesn't. 3-2, bouncing towards short. Could be 2. And Ibar flips it to Howie Kendrick. But I think that's on Eric Ibar, because it looked as if he gave Howie the signal as if he was going to take it himself.
That's what I thought he was going to try to do.
So instead of a double play and nobody out. Yep.
Although there it looks like he's thinking in terms of flipping the ball.
You don't see the glove gesture here, but on the first replay, he clearly throws the glove up.
And then I think he realized how far away still he was from the base, and then at that point Howie's out of the way. And he's basically telling Howie he's going to take the play, but then it looked like the last second he realized how far away he was still to the base, and then but at that point Howie's vacating second base.
Still got to take it yourself and just take the force out.
And you still have the double play still in order.
Piazza looks at the strike. That's a fielder's choice of an error on Eric Ivor, his 5th of the year. And Ramirez ends up at third base. Second error of the ball game for the Angels. Halo's now with 33 on the year. Piazza, a couple of doubles for him, plus an RBI and a run scored. Infield in, this one's out the left. Deep enough to score Ramirez. Hamilton makes the catch, and it's going to be 5-0 Chicago. Error comes back to haunt. Twice out of this inning.
Twice now in the game. Throwing error from Matt Shoemaker over past Albert Pujols resulted in an unearned run. Back in the 3rd inning. When you're facing Chris Sale, you don't want to give gift runs.
Tyler Flowers, the batter, sacrifice bunt, a ground ball to third. That's on the corner. Boy, credit to Bourne for making the right pitch on Viciedo on a 3-2 count, and the runner not going. Off-speed pitch.
Exactly what he threw, 3-2 to Ramirez, but pulled that pitch out of the strike zone.
Piazza's picked up 3 RBIs in this series. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Down goes Flowers, 2 down.
Good slider from Michael Morin.
So Viciedo still at first and 2 down, and here comes Anaheim. Leadoff man tonight. A couple of hits, including a bunt base hit in the 5th. With a good fastball at 92. Two in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 so far here in the 6th for the White Sox. This made that task a little bit more difficult for the Angels against Sale. They'll be facing 8, 9, and 1 coming up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Iannetta, Cowgill, and Kendrick.
Runners add-on runs for the White Sox make it a lot more difficult. Like you said, Victor, you got to try to keep it close.
Off speed out to right field. Is it going to hang up? And it does. That'll end it for Michael Moore. But 2 more runs come across for the White Sox. We're to the bottom of the 6th, 5-0 Pale Hose.
0 here in the bottom of the 6th. And now it's time for the Cardinals Junior Sports Update. We're giving you the scores around the American League. Baltimore beats Oakland. Adam Jones, big game, 2 for 4 with a home run as Baltimore beats Oakland. Texas loses 8-3 to Cleveland. Seattle, Austin Ackley with a big game himself, 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs as Seattle beats Tampa Bay. Minnesota 8-0. Danny Santana, the rookie, 5 RBI, 4 for 5 for Minnesota. Boston loses again to Detroit 8-6. Max Scherzer picks up the victory. John Lester struggled, and Kansas City beats New York. Salvador Perez, a big game. He had 3 RBI, 3 for 4 with a big fly himself.
Sure, they had a little scuttlebutt in Detroit before the game. Clay Buchholz wanting to throw a sim game, and Tiger said, early on before BP, he said no because they didn't want to mess up Max's mound.
Wow.
Yeah, but he could throw it tomorrow.
Yeah, so an early with a day game on Sunday, yeah, just have that simulated game at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Netta pulls it down. It's 2 balls and a strike. A little gamesmanship.
Boston, such an up and down season now. They've lost 5 games in a row again.
Corey Rasmus now up. Called up before the game today as Grant Green was set down. 2-2 now. Netta popped out to Beckham in shallow right field in the 3rd. Full count.
All 5 of his home runs this season have been against left-handed pitching for Chris Iannetta.
And that's a called strike 3.
3-2 changeup. Well, if you're a hitter, that's definitely not the pitch you're looking for. You're looking for a fastball and or slider, but then it throws a changeup. At 84.
He's faced 1 over the minimum, helped out by a couple of double play balls. 1 hit allowed. That was to Josh Hamilton leading off the 5th. Colin Cowgill steps in, a strikeout victim himself in the 3rd. Bouncer back to the mound. 2 down. That is Howie Kendrick comes to the plate. We'll take a look at our go back to a Hyundai key to the game.
That facing a guy like Chris Sale, you look for that bounce, that breaking, that you can score some runs. Had that early after a walk to Mike Trout in the 1st inning. Mistake made by Gillespie at 3rd base. Brought up David Freese, who's been swinging the bat well, but it hits into a 6-4 3 double play. Again, didn't take advantage when you have that one mistake made by Sale. Now all of a sudden you look up at the White Sox lead 5-0 here.
Now he 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Amanda Salas also loose. One ball, 1 strike. This is what Chris Sale has pretty much done every time he's facing the Angels. He was just flat out dominating the Halos. 1-2 now.
Coming into this game 3-0. Generate .36. Even a 1 run. Trying to make the perfect pitch on a changeup and end up throwing that ball towards the grass in front of the plate.
Now he rolls this one over to 3rd. Gillespie across the diamond. The 1-2-3 inning for Sale. 6 in the books. 5-0 Chicago.
it's time for our Land Rover game summary. It's been all White Sox and Chris Sale. Fastball gets Howie swinging. Josh Hamilton on the slider, unable to make contact. Upstairs against C.J. Cron. And then the changeup away to Colin Cowgill. And then the only base hit of the game for the Angels so far in this game. Josh Hamilton, base hit in the right field as Hamilton, it's the only hit. Sale has been dealing through 6 shutout innings.
Mike Scioscia's turned the ball over now to Corey Rasmus. You see Sale's line. Very dominant one that it is. Like I said, just one over the minimum. We begin the 7th inning. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the White Sox to face Corey Rasmus. Second appearance in the big leagues this year, called up prior to the game. 21 games with the Bees this season. 2-1 record, 2 saves, and a 4.28 ERA. 24 strikeouts, 15 walks though.
Good fastball. When he commands, very difficult to hit. 90 to 95, slider, curveball, solid changeup.
The last time in the big leagues was in that Toronto series. Last time he pitched was May 12th. Beckham 1 for 3, an RBI single in the 3rd. 9 hits so far tonight for the White Sox. The first one down low. Michael Moore, by the way, 1 inning, no hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 1 run. It was unearned. Nowhere near the strike zone. It's 2 balls, no strikes.
Quickly behind, overthrowing.
That is a 4-pitch walk to start off the 7th. Brings up Gillespie. Hey folks, the 2014 All-Star Games happening July 15th at Target Field in Minneapolis. Be sure to vote for all of your favorite Angels dressed this year's Midsummer Classic. For more info to vote, just log on at angels.com. July 15th.
Right around the corner. Mike Trout leading. Gonna be in that All-Star game.
Halos are home for a while too, right after the All-Star break. And they've got some doozy road trips. August and September. Gillespie, the third baseman, 2 for 3. A single and a double. Rasmus delivers a strike. Corey this year pitching his 3rd big league game. No record of 7.71 ERA. His 2 1/3 innings under his belt. 5 hits. 2 strikeouts. 1 walk. Now 2 walks. Broken bat bouncing back to the mound. He fires to Ibar. A little bit high, but Eric got the out. The relay back to first in time. A double play.
Kind of a high throw on the broken bat from Rasmus. Ibar able to keep his foot on the base to complete a 1-6-3 double play. Off the end, shatters the bat. High throw.
Oh, tailing away from Gillespie.
Yeah, off the end of the bat, how it shatters. Right there. The whole barrel's now splintered right in half.
Back up talking to Paul Konerko. Jose Abreu takes a strike on the outside corner. Oh for 3 with 3 punch outs tonight. Now 5 strikeouts in the first 2 games of the series. Breaking ball is in. 0-2.
Steady dive of all speed pitches.
They've neutralized the big man. It's the other guys around him that have not been able to be.
Especially Diaz.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Abreu. The bat goes flying. The golden sombrero, but the White Sox still with a 5-0 lead. At our Honda upcoming schedule, we will wrap up this 3-game set tomorrow. 12:35 start. Angels Live will kick things off at noon. A couple of lefties. Jose Quintana going for the Sox. C.J. Wilson on the mound for the Angels.
Yeah, 3-3 in his career versus the White Sox with a 3.00 ERA for C.J. To bounce back from that tough last start he had.
Yeah. Against the Houston Astros. Trout, Pujols, and Freese for the Angels here in the 7th against Sale.
Boy, another 0-2 count. 10 times in this game for Chris Sale. I don't say that quite often. We're talking about Garrett Richards' last performance against the Astros. He did what, 13 times right ahead of the count 0-2.
Yep. Trout with a walk and that laser beam out to center that Adam Eaton tracked out. This one's out to right center. One down.
First baseman, number 5,
Sale with 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. He had 4 strikeouts through the first 3 innings. He's had 1 since. Really mixing in his off-speed pitches, more changeups. Second time through the order, now 3rd time through the order. Fastball for a strike. Albert 0 for 2. Error by Gillespie in the 3rd. Ground out to short in the 4th. Sale wanted that pitch.
Didn't miss by a lot. Again, another 0-2 count. Just misses that one. Now 1-2.
Can't leave it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitching clinic put on so far by Chris Sale tonight. Came out of tonight's action with a 5-0 record. That's on the season. 3-0 against the Angels in his career. As Albert skies one out the left. Piazza. Trouts. sixth fly ball out by Chris Sale.
When you look back at Chris Sale from last year, it's 11-14. He had a lot of run support. And the season is 32-25 in his career, so you can certainly get some good at bats against him if you track the ball well out of his hand.
Freese hits one past Ramirez, and it's a base hit with 2 outs here in the 7th. Second hit allowed by Sale. Both singles. Brings up Hamilton. Josh picked up the first hit back in the 5th inning.
Stayed back on that one well. Base hit by Ramirez up the middle.
Ramirez plays a lot toward the hole, especially when it gets a guy like Chris Sale, a bunch of right-hand batters. You wouldn't think too many guys are going to be pulling them.
Yeah, because he doesn't throw a ton of pitches inside. He'll throw his slider down and in, but his changeup and fastball a lot away. So you think you're kind of playing against him as a shortstop.
Down and away. One for two. That base hit. First hit allowed by Sale against a lefty this year. On the corner. 1-1.
He gave a lot of pitches away. Whether it's a fastball or slider. Changeups will throw more so to the right-handed batters.
Texas lost. Oakland lost. Seattle won. An opportunity for the Angels to pick up a game in the standings.
Well, now, if you're a hitter here, especially if you're a left-handed batter, how difficult it is to track the baseball. You don't see it till the very end. And the leg, the glove, the arm, thrown across his body, very difficult to see it.
This one's out to the alley, right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Freese will turn the corner and head to third. So Josh Hamilton, 2 hits tonight. Impressive against Chris Sale.
He stayed in there very well against him throughout this game. He had a 280 career hitter against left-handed batters, left-handed pitching. Came inside with a fastball, which was surprising. Got his hands tucked in. Nice job of serving that out to right center field, and David Freese never hesitated. Goes first to third. All of a sudden, with one swing of the bat from C.J. Cron, you're right back in this game.
So here's C.J. Cron, 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a fly ball to left. Off-speed pitch, and that's the ball that got Cron out in front just enough. Get it off the end of the bat, hit the fly ball to left in the 5th.
Very good with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. And a hard fastball at 95. Got C.J. Cron to swing and miss at a high fastball, his first at bat.
About to throw his 90th pitch of the night. Back-to-back singles with 2 outs here in the 7th. Upstairs, Hamilton took off, picks up a stolen base. So it kind of went in hard, too, diving head first.
Stolen base, his second of the season. And then the head first slide, and he got stuck with his hand. So they don't want to see that.
No. Cron takes the timeout as Sale was coming set. Second and third, 2 outs, a 1-2 count on Cron. The Angels trying to break through here against Sale in the 7th. Down 5-0. Fouls that one back. Fastball up and away at 96.
Pretty impressive even to get a part of that baseball to foul it off. Imagine he might even try to go higher with his fastball.
Tried to go with the breaking ball. Evens up the count. Quite a big blast here, and you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
No question.
An opportunity.
Or even the flare into the outfield will score 2.
Coming back inside. Swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball. The Angels leave a couple of men on in scoring position through 7. Still Chicago 5. The Angels nothing. Two out, 2 base runners in scoring position situation by striking out Crone. 5-0 Chicago. Now it's time for the AT&T fan photo of the game. Remember to tweet your photos using hashtag WestFanPhoto, and your photo could be used in an upcoming broadcast.
That's a cool photo.
Jesse Santangelo, we appreciate your submission tonight. Rasmus back out for his 2nd inning of work. As we begin the 8th inning, it'll be Don, Ramirez, and Viciedo. Albert honored before the game today. Honored at 500 home run. Don takes upstairs. Don homered in the 6th inning. 11th of the year. 28th run batted in. Last batter that Matt Shoemaker faced. Changeup missing upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes.
Again, when you fall behind the counts of these dangerous White Sox hitters, they can center in on a spot against you.
Another off speed and a swing and a miss, 2-1. Goes flying into the seats. And already did some damage. That's a scary thought right there.
Yes.
Can you take it away from that guy? Dunn fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Looks right by the fan and had the neck brace on. And took it away.
Wow. Really wanted that bat. 2-2, little tapper foul. Upstairs. Full count. Let's see Ramirez on deck. A lot of deep counts, a lot of 3-ball counts tonight for Angels pitchers. And a swing and a miss. Down with the punch out. 1 down.
Changeup, 3-2 changeup. Of course, that at bat. A number of changeups, make it 4. You get a swing and miss eventually.
Alexi Ramirez has been on board twice with a single little walk. He has scored twice. Chicago with 2 runs in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 6th.
This White Sox ball club leads the American League as far as strikeouts offensively. Coming into the game, 553 strikeouts. Another 9 tonight.
5 runs, and 3 earned runs. A couple of errors tonight. Shoemaker had one, Ibar had one, resulting in 2 unearned runs. And with the way that Chris Sale has pitched, and you knew he was more than likely going to pitch the way he had been going of late, pretty much all season. You can't give away anything.
Yeah, you have to be real consistent with the glove. In Chicago with Sale working as quick as he has and as many first pitch strikes. Some solid defense for them, including that very good play by Adam Eaton on the ball by Trout.
One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out in the 8th. Nobody on for Chicago. This, Sinetta got it. 2 down. Cousins saying that ball was foul tipped into the mid.
Fastball at 95. Tied him up. Chris Sinetta able to hold on to that one.
So 2 down, nobody on. Viciano at the plate. Breaking ball in there. Oh for 3 tonight. Ground ball to short. 1, 2, 3 inning for Rasmus. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Eagles have the bottom third of their order coming up, down by the score 5-0. 5-0 White Sox, bottom of the 8th. Chris Sale so far has been pretty good. 6 punch outs, 1 walk, 3 hits allowed. The big old goose egg on the board as far as the Angels runs are concerned.
Only 1 earned run in 31 innings pitched in his career versus the Angels.
Eric Ibar takes outside. Moises Sierra is the new right fielder for the White Sox. Ibar tonight, a pop-up to the catch and a double play ball. Takes a strike. Pulls this one into left field. That'll get down for a hit. Dow's able to cut it off. Ibar's going to try to go to second. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. The relay not in time. Leadoff double for Eric Ibar, his 17th of the year.
Good start to the 8th inning. Continues to swing the bat well. Got his hands inside on that fastball and the up and in. Takes the chance going in for a double. Slides in before the tag. I'm wondering if he had a shot at it if he lets that ball go through. It doesn't cut that one off, Ramirez.
Yeah.
That was a pretty firm throw from Diaz in left field.
Ground ball toward the middle. That will get through. Ibar's going to be waved in. No play or no throw from Eden. It's 5-1 Sox. Right in with his 18th RBI.
Boy, 2 hits last inning for the Halos, 2 already this inning. Get better swings against Chris Sale.
There will be no shutout tonight.
Right back up the middle. Produces a run. 18th RBI of the season for Iannetta.
Colin Cowgill 0 for 2. Pulls this one toward the hole. Ramirez goes into a slide. Little trouble getting the ball out of the glove, and everyone is safe. So the first 3 have reached to start this 8th inning.
That may force the bullpen to get going. Tries to backhand, couldn't get a handle of the baseball. At that point, a wise decision not to throw it.
Jake Petrika getting ready. First man up for Robin Ventura. Here's Howie Kendrick. Takes a strike. Fielder's choice E6 on that last play. Both teams with 2 errors tonight. Kendrick 0 for 3. A strikeout and a couple of groundouts. Fouls this one off to the right.
We're gonna double down the right field line, and that's what Howie was trying to do. He makes this real interesting, this game.
Trout on deck, Pujols to follow. This one into the seats. Still an 0-2 count. Nice play. How about that? The bare hand. And I think he put the hand right up in front of the glove that was right behind him.
Leaping play.
There's the glove. How about that?
That might be the one.
Look at his buddy. Dude, that is tired. His buddy was upset.
Yes.
Little battle here for Kendrick against Sale. Leadoff double by Eric Ibar. Chris Sinetta with a base hit. Cowgill reaching on the fielder's choice error. Inside, 1-2.
Almost got the jersey. Now 104 pitches thrown for Sale.
Breaking ball, almost got him to chase. Did not, says Jerry Davis, the first base umpire. Evens up the count at 2-2. Sale at 105 pitches, coming off a start which is just threw 100 in his complete game against San Diego. Season high is 127.
This could be his last batter here. And force Robin Ventura to go to the bullpen.
The streak has been very good for the Sox this year. Two. Howie again fouls it off to the right.
When the more pitches you can foul off, the more apt to get a mistake from a pitcher. And Howie's fighting off some tough pitches.
Check swing. Didn't go. No. A full count.
See if he ended up crossing the plate. Boy, he did a great job of not on a fastball trying to catch up to it. Well done by Howie. Not easy to do once you commit to the swing like that.
Inetta at second, Cowgill at first. Here's the payoff pitch. Howie base hit to right field. They're going to stop Inetta as Sierra gets the baseball back in. They are loaded up for Trout, and I would imagine Robin Ventura will be coming out of the dugout.
What an excellent at bat by Howie.
And instead of Ventura, it's Don Cooper, the pitching coach.
Boy, went the other way. Got that mistake finally in the at bat after fighting off so many tough pitches.
9-pitch at bat for Kendrick. So Sale looks like he's going to stay in to face Trout. Big play so far in this inning. The error by Alexi Ramirez, because they would have at least gotten one out. And that would have been the lead run at Chris Inetta at second. The ball that Cowgill hit.
Well, this is one of those moments as a baseball fan you look forward to. Mike Trout versus Chris Sale. Bases loaded.
Trout tonight I should say, with a walk. A deep fly ball to center and a shallow fly ball to right center. Sale going for the full windup with nobody out. First one fouled off to the right. Trout not wasting any time.
Well, there's been a lot of souvenirs this inning alone over that side of the field.
No place to put him. Fouled off to the right again. 0-2. Still good life on his fastball. Good velocity. That's why he's going with Sale here to face Trout.
Pretty good numbers with the base loaded. 304 with one grand slam.
That almost hit him. Up and in.
They're trying to muscle up to get through this inning for Chris Sale. More apt to get something out over the plate. where you're looking out over the plate, dealing with a real good fastball, and then you have to get out of the way. That's perfect textbook as far as getting out of the way of a fastball in by Mike Trout.
1-2 pitch, way outside. Really turned that off-speed pitch over. 2-2.
He's pressing, frustrated, muscled up on a changeup, 87 and well off the plate. He's going to try to go upstairs with the fastball now on a 2-2 count.
Now the 2-2. Bounce straight back. Got a fastball up at 96.
Boy, this is old school baseball right here. You got a guy with a great fastball challenging a great fastball hitter.
Guarding the line at third is Gillespie. Big hole on the left side of the infield. Outfield hasn't moved around a whole lot. Eaton still playing shallow and toward the opposite way for Trout. He tracked down that ball that Trout hit to center in the fourth. 2-2 again. Upstairs, full count. Pujols on deck. Here comes the payoff pitch. This one down toward left center field. Hit pretty well. Eaton going back. He's at the wall. Good! Grand salami time for Mike Trout. We are tied at 5.
Baseball fans, you were treated one of those special moments. Chris Sale, dominant pitcher against one of the best players in all of baseball. Mike Trout hits a 3-2 changeup out for a grand slam, his second career grand slam. And this crowd is going nuts.
Brand new ball game. Bottom of the eighth, still nobody out. We're tied at 5. Lamb tying this game up at 5 with nobody out here in the 8th.
Boy, changeup down. That's how strong that young man is. Hit that one out on a changeup down after fighting off some tough fastballs. And Chris Sale thinking he made a pretty good pitch on the changeup that was down. Instead, the game is tied.
Jake Patrica comes in to face Albert Pujols. First one in for a strike.
And Chris Sale's going to grab a bat at this point.
Clearly not happy. 5 runs, 4 earned. And again, big play in that inning. The bobble by Alexi Ramirez.
Well, is there any doubting how special Mike Trout is?
Bouncer foul, and it's no balls, 2 strikes on Albert.
Oh, by the way, that was his 12th home run of the season.
Yep. Patrica, pardon me, pitching in his 25th game. No record of 1.42 ERA. And the second round pick. And got him with an off-speed pitch. And there's out number 1.
Patrica does have a good fastball to go along with that very good changeup. Fastballs 92 to 96. Slider and a plus changeup. But we just saw there to get a swing and miss against Pujols.
Here's David Freese. Chopper to short. 2 down. Patrica's come in and settled things down as Hamilton will come to the plate. 8th man to bat of the inning. Final line on Sale, 7 innings plus 5 batters. 7 hits, including the home run. 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. 5 runs, 4 earned. Hamilton a swing and a miss off speed pitch. Josh 2 for 3. The first 2 hits Sale has allowed against a left-handed pitcher all season long. And 7 incredible innings by Sale. Unable to get through the 8th as Hamilton swings through that one at 98. It's 0-2. Ernesto Frieri getting ready. Looks like he'll be pitching the 9th. Deaza, Flowers, and Eaton due up for the Sox. 8, 9, and 1. A 5-run 8th inning so far. 1-2.
But what an at bat by Howie Kendrick to give Mike Trout that opportunity to tie it up.
9-pitch at bat. Robin Ventura sticking with Sale to face Trout. Remember, they sent Don Cooper out there with Patrica ready to go. Trout won the battle. One-two pitch. Bouncer foul. Eric Ibar led it off with a double. Inetta brought him home with a single. Cowgill hit the bouncer to Ramirez. It just couldn't get out of the glove. And then the Kendrick 9-pitch at bat resulting in a single. And on a 3-2 change piece, Trout slam outside. 2-2.
Boy, how difficult that is to hit a changeup, especially when you're dealing with a high fastball that Chris Sale was consistently throwing at Trout.
This one's looped out to shallow left field. Deaza coming on. Will fall in for Josh's 3rd hit of the night. C.J. Cron will bat here. 0 for 3. 9th man to bat in the 8th. The Angels with back-to-back nights. 5-run innings. Did it last night. Expand their 2-0 lead to 7-0 with a 5-run 4th. Crow takes a strike. Remember, Trout was behind the count at 0-2. Second time this year he's homered after falling behind 0-2.
This is a fantastic at bat against a very, very good pitcher.
Quick throw to first. Hamilton has one stolen base, and that was in the 7th. Patrick, a product of Indiana State. Second round pick by the Sox in 2010. Tasted big league life last year, pitching in 16 games. Foul back. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hamilton standing at first base. 3-hit game for Josh. Taylor's with 8 hits. Pitch out.
I just keep looking down at Mike Trout in the dugout. He's still so pumped up in there, can't even breathe in that dugout. What a moment.
Chopper to the right side. That's going to sneak through for a base hit. Hamilton rounds second, heading to third. The throw from Sierra's cut off.
But sometimes you forget how fast Hamilton is. When he went around second base, he just turned on the afterburners and head first slide in third base, first and third on that base hit by C.J. Cron.
C.J. Cron, again mentioned going into the game last night, .375 batting average with 2 strikes.
Boy, that was a pitcher's pitch.
What
a pitch he made, yet a better swing from C.J. Cron. And Hamilton slides in first and third. Always a wise decision, because with 2 outs, pitcher on the mound who could overthrow a breaking ball, you can score the go-ahead right on a wild pitch.
Here's the man that started off this inning with a double to left. Eric Ibar at the play with runners at first and third. Go-ahead runner, and Hamilton standing at third base. 6th hit of the inning for the Angels. Gillespie playing in on the grass at third base. De Aza very shallow and left. Oh, and 1.
Well, we've seen some outstanding at-bats in this inning. Even behind in the count.
Fouled it back. And ahead again, I should say, Patrica ahead of the count at no balls, 2 strikes. $39,089 here tonight. Fireworks scheduled for after the game. We've had some already here in the 8th. Another foul. But Patrica does a nice job. Not only the differential between that fastball 97-98 to the off-speed pitch, but you can't tell.
No, I was just going to say, it's the exact same arm slot, which makes it that much more effective.
Off-speed pitch down low. Either way, Frieri will be into this game of the 9th. Here's the 1-2. Downstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hamilton standing at third base. 2-out single for him. Thrown at first, base hit for him to right. Bouncing toward the middle, that's going to get through. Hamilton comes in to score. Crone on his way to third. That throw is cut off, and the Angels lead it 6-5.
Boy, when you want somebody up at the plate in these big spots, Eric Ibar has come through so often this season and throughout his career. Base hit up the middle, giving the Halos the lead here now. Josh Hamilton scores after his 3rd hit of the game. Boy, another good at bat, behind in the count, fought it to even, and then base hit up the middle. And Trout pumped up.
35th run batted in for Eric Ibar. A multi-hit game for the Angels shortstop. Don Cooper out for a visit. And Patrica to face Chris Iannetta. That's 3 straight 2-out hits for the Angels here in the 8th. They have 5 2-out hits in the ballgame. Iannetta with an RBI single earlier this inning. 6-5 Angels now here in the bottom of the 8th. Quick throw to first. Eric is back. This is the most runs the Angels have scored in 1 inning this year. First time they've done it since last year against Chicago.
Well, remember this inning started with Chris Sale just cruising along, leading 5-0.
Yeah. Just to clarify, it was the Cubs in which the Angels scored 6 runs against.
Chicago.
Yeah. Off speed, a little bit high.
Now let's get some insurance runs just for fun.
Yeah. This inning popped up out of nowhere. The way Chris Sale had pitched through 7 innings. Two balls and no strikes. Back-to-back off-speed pitches, and Iannetta taking them both.
When you look back to the 7th inning, when the Angels got 2 hits, all of a sudden they started to look more confident against Chris Sale, which you don't see that too often.
Two and one. Chris, the 11th man to bat here in this 8th inning. White Sox in the 9th will have Diaz, Flowers, and Eaton. 2-1 pitch. That's hit out toward left center field. Eaton moving over is there. That'll end it for the Angels, but a terrific performance by the Halos. 6 runs in the inning. Mike Trout's grand slam tied it up. Eric Ibar's base hit puts the Angels on top. We head to the 9th. The Angels leading at 6-5. to retransmit it in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Top of the ninth inning, 6-5, Angels on top. 7 hits in that 8th inning. Stick around after the game. Angels live post game. Presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Ken French, Tim Salmon, Jose Mota, the gang will break it all down for you.
That was a fun 8th inning. Wow.
No doubt.
Great at bats.
Now you're looking for Ernesto to lock it down. He'll face 8-9-1, pitching in his 27th game. He pitched last night. 0-3 and a 4.68 ERA. Ferreira went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits. Pardon me, he had 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run to Adam Dunn. He'll have a new third baseman. John McDonald checks in over at third, taking over for David Freese. First pitch in there for a strike. De Aza's had a nice series already. Tonight, 2 doubles, a sac fly, 2 runs batted in. Had a home run yesterday. 3 RBI series so far. Foul back. Frieri pitching the 9th last night. Get some work in. Faced the middle part of the order. Did not face De Aza. Nor Eaton, whom he'll face come up here in a couple of batters. 0-2 pitch. Almost got him to chase. And it is 1-2.
That's a good lateral movement from Ernesto. Almost got a swing and miss. Just missed going out of the strike zone.
Two and 2. Tyler Flowers on deck. 2-2 now. And that is a called strike. 3 down goes De Aza. 1 down.
Boy, he paints the inside corner with that fastball from Ernesto. Inside corner, paints it in 94.
Tyler Flowers tonight 0 for 2. Had a sacrifice bunt back into third. 0-1.
Changeup. But it was up. You want to throw that pitch again, you got to make sure if you throw the changeup, you want to bounce that pitch.
Fastball going upstairs, 1-2. Corey Rasmus, the pitcher of record for the Angels. 2 innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. 1-2 pitch, swing and a foul. Nope, not a foul tip. That's a swing and a miss, 2 down.
They're 2 punchy so far for Ernesto in this inning. Some late movement. Swing and miss.
So 2 outs, nobody on. Adam Eaton at the plate. That one down the line, just foul. Greg Gibson on the call.
Boy, they stayed back, just try to punch that down the line. It just went foul.
Chopper to the left side. McDonald has it. Fires the first. Light that baby up as the Angels come from behind and defeat the White Sox by the final of 6-5.
Well, it's a lot of fun to watch the guys out on the field right now. This is why you love the game of baseball. You're down 5-0. You're facing one of the toughest pitchers in the American League, and Chris Sale. Then all of a sudden you look up and you score 6. 4 of them on that swing from Mike Trout. 3-2, change up down, hit out to center field. Howie Kendrick just before Mike Trout, an outstanding at bat also. What a victory for the Halos. Win the first 2 games of this series now to come from behind. 6-5 victory. Corey Rasmus picks up the W for the Halos. But what a job by Mike Trout, a very special player.
Corey Rasmus picks up the win in relief. 2 scoreless innings just called back up tonight for Grant Green. 2 solid innings, but Mike Trout, the hero in this one. He's down on the field with Jose Mota.
Thanks a lot, Victor. Well, Mike, talk to me about adjusting and dialing in throughout that whole at bat, the more swings that you took.
Oh, man, this is crazy. I was just trying to put the ball in play, get a base hit. I missed 2 fastballs early, and I was just trying to put the ball in play and threw me a changeup, put a good swing on it, and went out.
As the game progressed and as the inning progressed, momentum was changing. How much did you want to be part of that inning? Jared Weaver gets into the act. That was missing. So being part of that inning for you, how important was it?
That was great. We had some good at-bats. Howie hitting the ball to right field, and then just everybody. Ibar, it's a huge hit. It's awesome. Feels great to win, and just got to keep it rolling.
For the ball club, to do it at home, momentum-wise, how important could this be for the rest of the season, this game?
Big. We're trying to win every game, and, all the momentum we can get is always big. And great crowd tonight, and it's awesome.
And they're chanting. Thank you, Mike. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
The kid, El Nino, does it again. Angels Live coming up with Ken French and Tim Salmon. Right after this, and the drama continues for the Angels with number 27. Presented by your Soul Car Mazda dealers. Angels Live is next.